do you see hope as an active state or a prayerful one or both? I mean, when you think of hope, are you just sitting and praying, or does it inspire you to as a call to action?
It's a call to action, and it's sustained by prayer. Because it's not like a naive way to see ourselves that I'm gonna pray and everything is gonna be okay. So Pope Francis was very clear during his time that we pray, we trust, we hope, we wait, but also we have to build the bridge, the way that we have to follow in order to make that reality. Otherwise, it's just empty words in for a short time. No?
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's one of those things that you don't think about. I mean, we talk about it all the time. You know, we always say, "Well, I'm hoping for this or hoping for that," and I think, not that it cheapens it or anything, but then when you actually think about the specifics of it, and what Pope Francis wanted us to do for the Jubilee year, then you start realizing that it is not just passive. We've got work to do, right?
Yeah, because it's the way that our faith is. Jesus was, yes, a man of hope. He gave us a lot of hope, but he was walking with the people. He was present. He was listening. He was doing what he's supposed to be doing. And we see a lot of people, amazing people in the world, Christians or not, doing so much to keep hope in communities, in countries, and different places. So yeah, it's more an action.
Yeah. So why do you think that we need to hope when you think about that? Why is it important for us to have hope?
I think we have a responsibility with the community because we believe that God is faithful to His promise. Everything can end, but He remains faithful, and this is something that goes beyond my understanding. To be honest, the only thing that I know, and I have to put all myself into that I'm not gonna be played by God. He's faithful, and we need to bring that to the people, particularly in this time. Being a Hispanic, being a Latina in this country right now is very dangerous for us,
Mhm.
no? And be with present with the community, keeping ourselves close to them, particularly to those who are suffering so much
Mhm.
and they cannot even go outside. They and the whole family, they are fearing so much in many things in many ways possible. And see that we not only care, we are there, we are listening, we are praying, and just walking with them. It's not, and we are not taking the easy way. I don't think that is the passionate way, that an easy way to say, I'm going to be praying for you. Yeah, we are praying for you and we are here. What can we do for you? Because we believe in that. And we need to bring that to the people. They can see if we keep ourselves faithful uh, to God and to them. So there is more light in there, or a little bit of light in this particular time. And you know what? Something that we do Monday through Friday virtually, and they can open or keep their camera closed, change the name. We pray the Stations of the Cross for the uh, immigrants because we are immigrants. So we are praying, and a lot of people they are just sobbing and crying during that prayer, and it's the same prayer.
Yeah.
and they are just so touched. And I say, oh my God, it looks so small, so insignificant, but for them is something that is giving them hope in this particular moment. So, and I give a little bit of time for them if they want to vent something, like their fear that they are experiencing in the moment. So they can, it's a safe place. We're
Mhm.
a safe place. Yeah. Mhm.
That's just, I think that's a real gift to be able to give people because I'm sure the feeling is everyone feels alone. They've sort of been separated because you're having to be careful and maybe feel like you need to be in hiding and to be reminded that there's a community that is not, you know.
Yes. And who you can trust,
Mm-hmm.
who you can trust.
Yeah.
And I was surprised. We have the second Monday of the month, Passion is Monday, Lunes Pasionista. And we invite the people to join us spiritually and also in person.
Uh-huh.
So we have adoration. During adoration, Father was given the sacrament of reconciliation for those in need in Spanish, everything in
Mm-hmm.
Spanish. And during that time, also to give the privacy because it's very close, the confessional to the chapel.
Mm-hmm.
We start doing the Stations of the Cross, the same ones that we do during the week. And it was a good number of people present, and also those who attend virtually. And after that, we celebrate Mass. And I thought the people who are attending virtually, they are gonna leave because they usually just attend for the Stations of the Cross. No, they stay. They will respond in Mass like they were there. It was like a special moment of grace that they can hold on. Because during those days, it was a big commotion in the community. Even for the homeless in the community, they were suffering so much because of the ICE presence in the area and all
Mm-hmm.
that. And after that, we always have an fellowship. And yeah, it was during the prayerful moments, very touched, very a lot of you can feel that it was a different environment. But at the time that we went out and just talking with each other, it was a big sense of relief and belonging. And like I said before, like this is a safe place. And our priests are uh, an amazing and holy men, and they were present, listening, talking, laughing, and making jokes and all that. And people really appreciate that. So one who wants um, to share their precious time with them and
Mm-hmm.
just have a little time. Mhm.
Yeah, because it feels like we don't have time, and I'm sure it feels like for them they don't. You don't know how long. It's like an hourglass. That has to be. I can't imagine living that way. I really can't. It's horrible. I'm glad that you guys have created that space. And I'm sure that the word has gone out and people know, and what a blessing that they can come and be part of it.
Yes. And I think it's because it's different. This is not a parish.
Hmm.
So it's a retreat center. So it's different environment. And so probably also that helps to the people to feel safe and secure to come and just to have a moment, a time with
Hmm.
and share with others. Yeah. Mhm.
What other ways do you nurture hope at the retreat center?
Through the different opportunities that we are that I'm trying to create. I am in the beginning. I was planning like for the whole year, Okay,
Hmm.
I was trying to impress Father Joe with a long list of different events because I'm gonna change everything and I'm gonna bring everybody. So he's a good priest with a lot of experience. He said, you know what, this is very nice, but why you don't really go through and just select a few of them
Hmm.
and think what is the best for the community, how we can help the community. So I went over, and now it's more like in the way that I see, like 3, 4 months in advance, because everything is changing so much.
Yeah.
Like at one point, I was okay in the beginning of the year. Oh, okay, how to help you to create a, a Christian plan in order for you to help during this challenging time. How to, well, most of the participants are women, so focus on the spirituality of the women and the strong ones, the fighters, so they can relate to them and find strength and hope. Okay, they were women in that particular time. Now is my time, and how I can change things and or or help my family, my close ones. You know, and it's through those like it's particular moments that we are trying to be present to the Spanish speaking community. Like at this coming Saturday, Friday and Saturday, we are gonna have our first retreat in Spanish, and it's en la cruz de cada día, and the cross, and every day's cross, how to find hope, how to understand our life, how to uh, see our suffering, but how we can transform that in order to continue. Because we call ourselves Christians and we cannot live a sad life or a fear life. We are called to live differently, even in challenging times. So this is the way to go through and give them time to pray, to rest, to understand, and to find the God's voice calling them in that unique direction that they can go and follow. And for us just to accompany them and give them uh, little points to go through and just to create the space for them to find themselves and to gain the strength that they are looking for. So I was surprised because first the price is kind of different, not the date of reflection,
Mhm.
but a good number they are gonna be attending. So I feel more like I have to do more for them. They
Mhm.
are using the small resources, they are spending their time, their money, and just trying to find hope, find time to grow and sustain and keep walking this journey. But yeah, so that's little steps. But I think because I always keep asking people, what is your particular community needs? How we can help? What you want us to do for you, for your community, and they share, they trust the passionate community. They trust this center, so just our goal is just to be with them.
I'm sure that weighs heavily for you, and that's probably where hope comes in for you, Teresa, is that, is being open to how God wants you to support people. It's a lot. I mean, because like you said, it's not like other people that are coming for retreats that are, their lives are stable or things are okay, but they want to get closer to God. This is kind of like uh almost in the midst of warfare, trying to create a place of peace. how big is your team that works for the how on the retreat?
Well, Father Philip and I are the ones who do the Hispanic ministry. For this particular one, I invite one of the seminarians from our diocese. They are on vacation, and I want him to be close because I was uh, hearing what he was saying, and he was so worried about the people and all that. And I said, "Why you don't come and help me?"
Yeah.
And he's so happy. He's so happy to be here. And remember, for us, we always see, ah, it's so into us. Um, it's like a tattoo in our soul, in our hearts, that we always see ourselves like a crucified people. Uh, this is no, we don't see ourselves separate from suffering. Our whole history is in the midst of suffering in one way or the other. But even on that, we always live with joy. So we are kind of weird, different, but I think it's part of the gift that God gives us in order to continue or to stay like open to His grace.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we are suffering, but we don't stay like I feel sorry for ourselves. We always see how what we can change and how I can make other people's lives better. So this is part of our who we are.
I think we're sort of conditioned in society that, when you're suffering, you're supposed to be miserable. And that's a gift to be able to show people it isn't. There's love there, there's hope, there's happiness, there's humor, all of that. And that's a real blessing. And I'm sure it's uplifting too. You don't think about that when you're in the midst of chaos and fear. That's like opening a door of light. You don't have to let go of anything that you're dealing with. You just have to come in and be a part of the light.
I think it's a particular gift
Hmm.
that gives or a way to survive in in society. No, to see that even I don't know if it's the same. I don't probably it's not a good translation, but we have an expression in spirituality. We call indiferencia espiritual, like in indifference, spirituality of indifference. Not that we don't care, is that my suffering is the same of the joy that I experience in this and that and the other stuff.
Hmm.
And it's not like a one is better than the other. It's not, I'm not better if I'm alive or I die. This is part of the nature. It's not, I'm not a better human being if I'm healthy or experience illness. So it's something different. It's in the stage that I am or what I'm living or what I'm doing is what gives sense because at the end of the day, everything we always say is in God's hand, is in God's hand. There is nothing I can do to change that. So, but I'm gonna honor His presence and His will, and I'm just gonna continue um, my journey, my way. Mhm.
How do you find that your hope is nurtured by the people that you serve and the people that you work with? Is there anything that people do that sort of refill your cup when it's getting low?
I think I have a very good support system. Imagine I have God, I have my husband, my family, my friends, the my spiritual director. I have someone that I can just go and find help in a very different way. So and also the very specific people like in the community that I see, because I know all that they go through, and they are always so happy, so kind, and that I don't have any excuse to feel in a different way, but to give myself a chance to think in a different way, because I have seen them, and they are very strong spirits. So, and imagine in this place having Father Joe, having Father Philip, and the people working in the office. Probably you don't know, but Claire knows them. They are very amazing people. They are just genuine, uh, amazing souls walking around and helping and doing the best that they can. So I think I'm well. I'm surrounded by good people, so that's why I can keep myself in good spirit.
Mhm. That's it, isn't it? The people that are with us that, lift us up, and not by anything that they're doing specifically, but just by being themselves.
Yes, yeah.
That sense of community. How do you remain hopeful in a world where you're dealing with so much chaos and fear and anger and all of the, negative things that you see with the people that come into the center? How do you stay hopeful? Are there any specific practices or prayers or
It's through prayer because I have to do my part. Okay, I have a good support system, but I have to do my part. I have to do my prayers, my morning. I commute. It's always more than an hour from my place to here to the center. So I try to use well my time, and also during night I always do the exam, and I always follow the in my personal time the central prayer because I need to help myself to cool down and to really take that particular time. Otherwise, it's gonna be overwhelmed, and I cannot give myself that chance. Even uh, trying to do the best that I can, there is sometimes that is difficult, very difficult, and when someone calls me and is sharing all this tragedy that they are experiencing, I need to take care of myself because I'm not easy to letting go things. I always keep that to myself. Sometimes I cannot even eat because oh my God, how I'm eating right now when they cannot even have a peace or they are something terrible that is happening to them.
Mhm.
So it's hard. It's hard many times, but I try to keep myself, help myself to go back through prayer. And many times, because I don't think all the time, right? I have to go to confession and try to
Yeah.
um, to blame myself because um, uh, yeah, but through the sacraments, through the Eucharist, this is a must do in order to continue because I have to be well fed in order to do the ministry. This is not a job. This is a ministry, and I have to be the best that I can for the community because I know is in those people suffering, waiting for us is where God's heart resides. So I have to do the best, to give the best present, no outside, but spiritually and with pure intention to really honest to be with them and care for them and do the best that I can for them.
God bless you for being able to do that because that is, that would be a challenge to keep yourself on an even keel, and to be the light for people. and not get overwhelmed. And you've got your good team. So you guys are all working together, and that makes it a little easier. Do you think that you can be a pilgrim of hope without going to Rome?
Yes, indeed. We don't need to go to Rome. We have, because probably is if we understand the meaning of the be a pilgrim. Being a pilgrimage is to have is means that we have a journey to a sacred place, and we are doing a preparation in order to get to that place. And it's the same, it keeps the same value, the journey and the place. And we have that place in the hospital, in the with the homeless, in the different places that we see them, and so many places in our homes, with our families, in our rooms, and that small prayer table that we have isn't we can make that journey, um, even to the church if you want to do it, but also to recognize that there are many sacred places that we can visit and have that intention in order to transform ourselves. And uh, but you don't have to be in Rome in order to do it.
We'd like to go to Rome, though. Let's be honest. We would like it, but we don't have to do
But we don't.
it.
Yeah, I remember during COVID, our bishop told us that it was the perfect time to remind everybody and experience what it means to be uh, our homes, our houses are also a place of worship, and
No.
it's sacred, and we tend to forget that. We always think it's in the church because they have the Blessed Sacrament. Obviously, it's not that on that, but also our workplace.
Mm-hmm.
We make that place holy. One, because we Christ is with us, and wherever He is holy, is sacred.
Mm-hmm.
Um, so yeah.
It is. It's always good to remember that, we get distracted in life, and so having those moments, it's another hope builder, I think, definitely.
And probably
So,
they can organize their pilgrimage with their families, no? I'm thinking like a catechist create like a little map. Okay, we are gonna create different areas, and we are gonna do this and make a preparation.
hmm
Have that intention. Doesn't take probably preparation is gonna take longer, and the walk is gonna take just 10 minutes. It all depends how fast
yeah.
they walk and what they do. But be creative, and I think that's one of the gifts that we have. Be creative in the way that we can be part of the important times that we have in the church.
What supplies do we need to be pilgrims of hope? Anything in particular that you can think of, Teresa?
First, to make the list, no, to create that prayer, to make sacrifice, to make penance, but do it with joy, with intention, and because we are gonna, our goal is to encounter the Lord. So um, I don't think in anything besides that, because we have to do it with what is my intention to do this? What is the purpose of this pilgrimage that I want to do? And usually we put that in prayer, and we do penance, and we do um, sacrifice in order to do it. But just keep a good faith, a good attitude, a good heart.
How have you felt in your life that God has nurtured hope and trust?
Every life is very unique. I have experienced very difficult times with illness, 3 times with cancer. And I'm going to share a good news. This is the last month that I'm going to be taking for my last set of sessions. This month is my last month taking the cancer medication.
Oh, that's
So I'm very
awesome.
happy. for that. But you know, but even with that, I never feel like, and that's what I think is God's grace. Never was like a sad or with fear, I'm gonna die. Well, I'm gonna die anyway. I remember when I received the first and the second and the third news, you know what, this is happening again and again and again. And I remember that I told my husband was like having a heart attack when he was hearing the news, and I said, "What is the worst that can happen to me?" And the worst that we can say is the most normal to happen. So why feel sad or anxious about that? Why not see like a very good opportunity to just continue and for you to be more patience with me, but just that and continue. I never stopped working. I keep myself busy. I remember always my oncologist. Oh, you need therapy. You need this and that. But no, I'm okay. If you want to send me. I like to talk with people. No,
Yeah.
it's not because I'm feeling down, and I think that is because God's presence, and so I don't have to worry about myself because I know that He's taking care of me and also my family. And so is I'm just part of his beautiful plan. So it's just that. So my trust in him, and I cannot do anything to change or do better for me,
Mhm.
is very simple. And I try to keep myself very simple, not complications at all in any aspect, and I think that helps.
I'm glad that you're reaching the end of your medications, and I hope that that has not been too intrusive. I know that they can be, even though we need to take them sometimes, but that's a blessing. And I think that that's what people miss, that when you're, when you have, when you know God is on your side for whatever, that it'll be okay. And
Oh,
it is a very, very helpful.
in one time, my youngest daughter, I remember because it was at the end of the second treatment when I
Mhm.
found out that I was pregnant. So they were, oh my God, there is a lot of complications, and probably it's not going to be a good idea to continue with this pregnancy. And I was, well, they did a lot of tests, and they said it was like they noticed something was not right. We decided to continue with the pregnancy, and
Mhm.
it was like a 5 months that point, and I said, well, I just need to find out what the problem is, because so we can be prepared for her
Mhm.
when she born. Everything is okay with her. She's a nurse. She's
Uh,
working. A lovely person, and I was. This is a gift. This is a very particular gift that
mhm.
we receive. Even I think it was for me the way that I see it, it was like okay, you went through all this.
Mhm.
Now here is your girl, and
Yeah,
enjoy your time. And my God, she's been well, I have 4 children, so but all of them, but particularly the little one, it's been so special, so close, so amazing.
that's awesome. It is. There's the gifts. And that's a perfect example of not looking at things with fear.
Mhm.
That the medical community, from a science perspective with that, was looking at it with fear. And, they wanted you to be okay, but you had that sense that you were being watched over and guided through the process. Are there any practices or people who have helped you find hope when you needed it most?
I was involved. I don't know if you're familiar when Pope Francis was helping when he was a bishop in Argentina, the popular movement. Okay, I have the privilege to participate in one of the meetings, and here in the States and United States, and I went to the meeting and seeing firsthand how many people are working and transforming communities. And we usually say there is people that they don't have opportunities to have opportunity at
Yeah.
all, and they are changing lives. Yeah, oh, so many, so many. I was, oh my God, they are really making a change with that little. We can do more. We need to keep ourselves focused and hoping and and opening, creating more bridges to reach those who can help us and continue build better communities. And that really changed me in the way that I see how to serve the community. I have the privilege to do it through the church with a passion. It's even it's applause, no, but having that experience really enlightens what I'm doing. So I keep myself very close to the community organizers and these different people who are trying to bring, to keep those voices that everybody's trying um, to erase or eliminate, to keep them, bring them hope and to give voice to them. And that's why it was very important for me personally when we received a letter from the provincial, even if you can participate, if you can be there, be there. Don't keep yourself in the safe side, per se. It's like, no, they need to see us. We don't need to hide that we care for everybody, not just one particular group. We care for everybody.